Joe Tigay is their managing partner at Equity Armor Investments. Joe, we've been looking at these stocks closely in the home building segment. KB Home in particular, ahead of its quarterly report on the heels of this upgrade from Raymond James. How would you trade that?
Yeah, I want to take Raymond James at their word. I think it's going to do well. It's not doing a ton today. We're up a fraction, maybe 1% right now. So I want to play into that in earnings. I want to be bullish. As long as as consumers stay strong, I think these homes will do fine. I think for the next few months anyways, I'm really confident that they can take advantage of these lower rates. So I want to play to the upside and I want to take advantage of this call. I want to take advantage of the earnings and just see if I can get a quick pop. And I want to do it by putting out as little cash as I can. So I want to do a risk reversal where I'd sell a put, buy a call, and then I also want to pick a level out there in January. Again, I don't want to be in this stock too long where I'm comfortable getting out of the stock. So the put I want to sell is the 30 strike in October. I want to buy the 32 call. For that risk reversal, I can put that on for 60 cents. And then I want to go out into January and I want to sell the 37 call. I can collect 80 cents right there. So net, I can put the trade on for a debit of 20 cents. I can be long the stock and get paid for it. Either way, it would be a win-win for me as I view it.
It's amazing that you're looking to play the home builders to the upside through January. Why the optimism? You're feeling it, huh?
It's not very long-term optimism. I am kind of cautious on this economy. I do think, however, we got a few more months left, and I think that as long as the consumer stays strong with these low rates, I think they're going to be fine. They're going to be able to sell some more houses. So that sometimes is the last leg. You look at 2007 in the economy when it can kind of tumble. So I'm comfortable here. And again, this is a very cautious bullish trade. I'm actually collecting money to get long this stock. If it goes lower, I could still potentially profit on this trade.
That's why you're smart on that one. I like that, Joe. What's everybody saying about the market today there at the CBOE?
Yeah, we're mixed right now. The VIX is actually up. Of course, we just had some big news event come out. People are still kind of digesting that, the transcript of the Ukrainian call. It's really rocked the market yesterday. Also, we had some trade news that wasn't so positive. So the market's kind of confused right now. We're in the wait and see. In previous scandals we saw out of Washington, maybe 2017, we saw the Comey news. It was kind of like a buy the dip opportunity. The one caution I will say, if this dips into the consumer sentiment, like for instance, the Michigan consumer sentiment, which was very bad last week, if it dips into that and we start seeing a downtick in that, it could affect the economy, and then it could just spiral out of control that way. So I'm with the market. I kind of want to wait and see what the next shoe to drop is, and it kind of seems like this is a very fast-moving story, and maybe there's more news that's going to happen in the market. First part has been cautious. Now, the VIX itself last week and the week before had been getting ahead of this. I don't know if there were people that knew the news or just were worried about October in general. October can be a very volatile month. People were buying the 26 calls, the 24 calls, the 23 calls, very heavy action. Actually, yesterday a customer came in and bought, yesterday a customer came in and bought 75,000 23 calls for 58 cents. So a very bullish VIX bet. And to me, the VIX at 18, with all this uncertainty out there, I think it still could be cheap and it could go a lot higher.
Yeah, and I'm so glad you brought up the transcript, because that's exactly why we saw stocks dip a moment ago, because I said the Dow was in the green and I looked and it had been in the red. This was as the transcript was coming out, but I see now that the Department of Justice is saying that there were no violations, at least to this point, with the conversation between President Trump and the President of the Ukraine. So now we're seeing stocks recovering some, and the Dow has gone back into the green. So we'll watch the VIX. You mentioned the VIX, Joe, and that's something to watch today as well as each piece of this unfolds. Joe Tigay, thank you so much. Managing Partner, Equity Armor Investments.